Up next on Sci-Fi Fantasy, Superboy Part 2. Hey everybody, it's Kenny Conklin and welcome to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be taking a look at some more work I'm doing on Superboy. It's not much, but we were on vacation for a while, so now I'm back in it. Last night I was supposed to make this video, but I sat down on the couch over there and next thing you knew it was 2:45 in the morning, so I didn't do anything that I wanted to do last night, so we're going to do it today. The first thing I'll show you, I guess you'll get to see, I don't know if you can see it, but the board warped on me. That's because in my excitement of starting the diorama and getting things going, what I forgot to do was I forgot to seal the wood. So when I put the clay on here, which is moist, and then I put water on top of it, which is moist, and we put the paint on top of there, which is moist, it ended up warping our board, which, I mean, it's not a good thing, but once this table is off too, once it's on a level surface, both sides are level, and there's just a space in the front over here. What I'm going to do once it's on its actual base is I'll just fill this in with black silicone, or I'll fill it in with wood putty or something and paint it black, and it won't even hardly notice. I'll know it's there. You guys will know it's there, but if somebody comes over to the house, I doubt they'll be looking at that. They'll be looking at what's going on with the model. And I got myself some ground wire, thick ground wire. This way I could start making those trees, because it was a pain in the neck twisting all the wire up. Or, if my brother can handle it, or do it on his printer, we're going to try to 3D print up a skeleton for the trees themselves. So let me bring you over to the bench and show you what's going on. Okay, one of the first things I did is I'm starting to assemble the top half of him, and then I'll do the bottom half, and I'm starting to get rid of the gaps. And I was going to do both arms at one time, but if I do this arm at the same time, you can see it's going to cover his S on his chest, and it's going to be a little difficult to get in there and spray. I might be able to do it, I'm not sure, but I figured if I left this one off, paint all this up, and then do the next arm on there and get rid of this, well, that's not on quite right. That would be a very large seam, but if I get rid of that seam over here afterwards, that would probably be a better way to go about it than trying to spray over here. I don't know, I still got to decide, but we got rid of the gap over here. As you can see, this primer on here, so I put the Aves epoxy sculpt on here, let it set up, and then I sprayed primer on it, see how it was doing. It wasn't doing well, so we just kept going back and forth, and when I do some more stuff, I'll use the Aves in a video. This way you can see what I'm doing. A lot of it I just put on there, and I take a wet brush and I just mold it down while it's in that first stage, because there's different stages to it and how you can work with this stuff at different points. It tells you right on the back of the jar over here the working times and what you can do at those stages. But at the beginning stage, as soon as I mushed it up and I put it on there, I would just use water, flatten it out and contour it as best as I could to him and get it on here. And then they were still raised, and I just took sandpaper and got it down, primer, sandpaper to where I got it. Now it's just deciding where and what I want to do with this piece. And as you can see up here, I primed the cape, because that's going to be probably the first thing I paint. I'll probably paint that tonight. Primed the cape, started putting that together, primed this arm to get rid of the seams over here, and I primed up this leg and got rid of the seams the best I could over here. So we're getting there little by little. Hopefully, I'm hoping in 2 to 3 weeks I could get this whole thing done, because I want to move over to my Halloween project, because that one's going to be just as good, if not better than this one. That one's definitely going to have 3D printed stuff. So let's get over to doing some more work. Well, that's it for the cape. Did a bunch of layers and it's shiny and wet on both sides. Let's see if we can get that in there. And I'm gonna let this guy dry overnight because it's getting pretty late here and it's still tacky and I'm gonna have to get some dust out of it tomorrow after work. So this will be it, and I'm not really worried about the gloss because I grabbed the Tamiya red instead of the Tamiya flat red, but it's no big deal because I'm gonna be ordering the Lucky line from Ammo by Mig Jimenez. It's the satin finish, so I'm gonna put that on there and see how that works out. If not, I'm gonna just use a flat finish on it and get it flat, but I would rather keep the cape satin and the rest of his suit I would like to get flat, so we'll see how that works out. Well, that's it for the night, guys. I'm sorry, but at least we're starting to get color on stuff. See, a little red cape over here? Yeah, tomorrow we'll sand out the dust because there'll be dust or a cat hair or something in there, and then we'll get the yellow on it. It's getting kind of late here. I'm actually videoing this, and then we're going to upload it and get it on YouTube tonight. This way I can get to bed and get up at 4:30 tomorrow morning, head back to work, and then see if they ask us for overtime Saturday and Sunday. If not, I'll be building and getting this done, hopefully. But I am just rambling on about nothing, guys. Again, thank you everybody for coming and showing up to the site or YouTube channel. See, it's getting late and I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. If you got any questions or comments, just throw them in the comments section below, and you know, as always, I always get back to you as quickly as possible. And tomorrow night, start looking for the rest of the series from Jason Marshall on his Ghostbusters build. Part 2 will be tomorrow night, and then it'll be coming up every Friday after that, now that I'm back from vacation, and we could get those up on the YouTube channel too. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little notification icon. This way you get reminded of every time a video is up, and I hope you all have a great night. Take care, and bye-bye.